Well, folks, I'm going to share with you something that we already knew, but the fact that the big boys are now spreading the information out there literally means that, hey, this is a preview of what may be coming so far, shortly when it comes to AMC. The largest US pension bought AMC, GameStop, and Berkshire Hathaway stock. Here is what it sold. Well, I'm going to spare you reading all through this entire article. They bought AMC stock. They increased significantly by almost quadrupling the amount of AMC shares that they had. Same thing for GameStop. And they bought a bunch of shares of Berkshire Hathaway, which is the Warren Buffett company stock, or the Warren Buffett stock, if you will. Now, they sold Palantir, because Palantir has been, sliding a lot since the beginning of this whole year. Now, the pension bought 503,000 more. 503,000 more AMC shares in the fourth quarter to lift its stake to 620,000 almost. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. They also updated and bought so many more shares of GameStop. So far in 2022, shares are down 34% for AMC, while the index, the S&P 500, has slipped 9%. So let me stop here for a second. Motley Fool is telling us that AMC is going to crash, take your money out and run. Bunch of other meme stocks are definitely crushed on a negative on a daily basis because it's the dumb money owning these stocks once in the history of the markets and not the smart money. Everybody is trying to put, its expert view on why it doesn't make sense for you to keep holding AMC stock. Yesterday, I shared with you that AMC, according to a survey run by Benziga last week, we have 64% of traders, active traders, that are expecting AMC to at least cross $50 a share in 2022. When you look at the amount of, buys in the latest Q4 quarter, it's significant. More people are buying, more suits, more institutions are increasing significantly the amount of shares. Look, Wells Fargo disclosed on Friday, 60% up. 60% up, so I already shared this with you. But here is where it gets even more interesting. The fact that you have Barron's and MarketWatch and all of these media outlets sharing this now. I don't know how to put it so that you will understand exactly how big of a deal and why it doesn't surprise me. If you want to make money, and I said this consistently for the last 2 weeks, given where the market is right now, with since January and the beginning of February, the market was more focused on inflation. Everybody was freaking out about inflation. Now the shift has been turned into Ukraine. I'm going to share with you another video lately on, why not to freak out and what to expect when it comes to what we can see the market reacting to this breaking news on Ukraine and what Putin, the Russian president, did. But that's not the point. The point is, when you take into consideration what the market is acting now, like it's crazy. It's crazy. And you factor in what may come, starting March, all right, with inflation, interest rates starting to increase. It doesn't make sense for any investor out there if you want to make significant amount of money. There might be other stocks, but what I'm saying is it's not a coincidence that you have all of these guys quadrupling, doubling, increasing significantly the amount of shares that they own in AMC, because on one hand, it makes sense. It makes sense because AMC is very cheap. Cheap not because of, the share price being down. Cheap because of the upside potential. Cheap because of the amount of money you can still make given the market conditions, given what the DOJ and the SEC are doing, given everything else that is supposed to be the reality of the stock market in the next 2-3 months. So if you are still doubting where this thing is going, what else do you need? Another example. So it doesn't change what we have to do, right? Be patient, and be patient. That's it. It's going to come. When it comes, you will know it. Why? Because your bank account will look like a phone number.